You know how I feel about Tim Tebow. I like him. He's my friend. Oh, he's my friend. Such a nice guy. He's my friend. I like him. It is an honor and a privilege to be sitting next to my friend. My friend, Tim Tebow.
Your best friend.
My friend, Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is my friend. Okay? Tebow is my friend. My friend, Tim Tebow. Always good to see my friend.
That never gets old. There he is.
It does get old, but that's
You're
all right.
over
That's all right.
You
All
want
right.
us to
Stop
update
it,
the
Stephen
record?
A.
They
Make
gotta
that
update.
happen.
Stephen A., you know that doesn't get old. You have all those hearts. Okay, stop it. You know you love me, Stephen A.
I do love you. I do love you, man, and congratulations on everything going on in your life, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Yes,
it's been too long.
Tim.
How are you doing, guys?
We're good. Do you see who's behind us right now? The GOAT, Serena Williams,
Serena.
warming up. She's going to take the court at 1:30. We're out here at the U.S. Open. It's a Friday. Listen, Tim, life's good.
I have to stop from asking your Major League Baseball goals for this upcoming season. What'd you hit last year in Double A's, Tim?
Not enough. So, got to do more. Plus, stay healthy. So,
That's all that meant. That's all that matters. Let me ask you, Tim, let's get right to some college football. Obviously, last week, and they jump-started it, Florida and Miami. But this week, obviously, a slew of games going on. We saw Clemson last night. What's the biggest storyline to watch for this upcoming college football season in your mind?
Well, I think tomorrow night it's going to be Oregon against Auburn. I think this year, though, I think it's going to be, once again, Clemson versus Alabama. I think they're head and shoulders above everyone else. I think Georgia is probably the team I would put at number 3 right now. But, guys, I know it gets old to some people, but we're watching greatness right now. What Dabo Swinney is doing with Clemson, what Nick Saban has done with Alabama, these are two spectacular programs. They're not going anywhere. They're recruiting at the top of the game right now. They have great players, and not only do have great players, they have superstars. Clemson with Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence, and Alabama with Tui and Jerry Jeudy. I mean, these teams, they're going to be some of the best that we've ever seen in college football.
Tim, I want to ask you this, because we saw Travis Etienne put on a show last night. Obviously, that explosive 90-yard touchdown. I think he racked up over 205 yards. Do you think he's got a shot at the Heisman?
No doubt. I think he's explosive. I think he's a spectacular running back. I think he's got a chance to be the most explosive player in the country, probably with Jerry Jeudy of Alabama. I think what could hurt him is if Trevor Lawrence is able to get it going like he did at the end of last year. I think it could take some votes away because you're giving him to the same team. But I think this kid is fantastic. I think he is a phenomenal player. I think you look at every part of his game, from running to power to speed, elusiveness, even catching out of the backfield. I think is a 3-down back in the NFL. And I think he's going to be a stud the entire year.
Tim, the central question for me in this college football season is I think Dabo Swinney and Clemson have done enough now. Now they've done enough. They opened as a preseason favorites. They win the title, and they didn't just win. Trevor Lawrence put it on them. Put it on Alabama. When do you see that? If they do it again, I think finally it's safe to say there's a changing of the guard at the top. Like, who's number one? Dabo Swinney, Clemson. What do you say about that?
That is a big if. And we have to look at Alabama has been dominant since 2008. They have been one of the top few best teams in the country from 2008. They haven't been going anywhere, right? There was one win that got out of hand last year, and give credit to Clemson and Dabo, is they're there. They're one of the top teams in the country. But if they get one more win against Alabama, are you saying that Alabama's – I don't know. I think they would have to dominate them again, and obviously they would be the best team in the country, but I don't know if it's a changing of the guards. Nick Saban has been so good for so long. He sustained it, and I agree it's a hard thing to go back-to-back, and that would give Clemson a lot of bragging rights, but those are some really big ifs.
Tim, your coach, your former coach, Urban Meyer, spoke out about Trevor Lawrence of Clemson, said he's the greatest college quarterback ever. I'm looking at you, Tim Tebow. How do you feel about that?
That's not what he said, Stephen A. That's not what he said.
Go ahead. What did he say? What did he say?
He is, first of all, Trevor Lawrence is a great quarterback, but that was taken a little out of context. He was trying to say however, and people took it as ever. And so it's just important to know that he even went back and put out a text and said, that's not what I meant, and for the people that took it that way. But I do think Trevor Lawrence has a chance to be one of the best ever, if not the best ever. Listen, he's undefeated. He's never lost a game. Yeah, he had kind of a tough night last night, but it's the first game. Give the kid a chance. He's still a baby. He's going to grow. He's got a lot of talent around him, which is going to help him. And if he goes and runs the table this year, and for 2 years he finishes a sophomore year, 2 national championships, you're going to really look going into next year. This kid has a chance to say he's the best ever.
Wow.
Tim, before we let you go, and I just want to remind everyone, we're out here at the U.S. Open. Serena Williams warming up behind us right now. You can see her. I'll get my head out of the way. That's much more exciting to look at. Tim, let me ask you this, though. Justin Herbert felt like his stock dropped a little bit, and there were such high expectations from him. Obviously, Auburn, Oregon this Saturday. What do you expect to see from him this season?
Listen, I'm most excited about this game. This game is, you got so many stars in this game. You got so many guys that are going to get drafted early. Justin Herbert's one of them. I love his talent. But I haven't necessarily seen enough to say, wow, he's a great college quarterback. He's a great talent, but I want to see him do it against the best teams. I want to see him do it in the second half. I want to see him do it against an SEC defense, and he has that chance because Auburn is going to have a really good defense tomorrow night. But also the sneaky part about this game is true freshman quarterback for Auburn, Bo Nix. No, most people have never heard about him. I think this kid has a chance to truly be a superstar. He's poised. He was built. God made him for Gus Malzahn's offense. And I'm excited to watch this kid because maybe tomorrow night everybody goes into the game looking at Justin Herbert. You might come out looking at this Bo Nix kid saying, that's the quarterback we're going to be watching.
Interesting. Oregon, Auburn, that's tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern on ABC. Tim, always good to talk to you. Happy we're starting up our weekly segments again, so we'll be chatting with you every Friday.
Good to see you, man.
Glad to be back, guys.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.